Nowadays, it seems rare that people can find things to actually agree on. But I think one thing that people would agree on across the board is that 2020 monumentally sucked. The pandemic threw us all for a loop. Uprooted life, as most of us knew. And for me, it was just an afterthought compared to everything that happened to me in those wretched 12 months. The year took a turn for the worst right out of the gate when we came home February 15th and found that our house had been robbed. This was not just a simple smash and grab. The cops said that the thieves took time to watch our schedule and see what days we worked. And so they knew that they had ample time to basically rummage through everything that we owned. And they got everything down to the storage totes in our garage, the side tables in our bedroom, even the shoebox in the closet that everybody has. They ransacked everything. They basically took everything that we had, and it was just a really traumatic experience for us. And we thought, wow, that's got to be the worst that this year has to offer. That and COVID, like, how much worse could it get? One would think that after such an event, surely that your luck would have to turn, right? So the pandemic began to surge, but we were distracted from COVID when my husband blew two discs out in his back and became partially paralyzed within 10 hours and had to have emergency surgery. I had to take a month off of work to take care of him. And one would think at this point that, okay, things definitely can't get any worse, right? Like you got your house robbed, your husband literally broke his back pretty much. Like that's the worst it could get. It's all uphill from here, however the saying goes. No, a few weeks after my husband's surgery, we woke up in the middle of the night, just something was off, and watched our security camera in horror as we watched some asshole in a yellow rain jacket pop the lock on my husband's SUV and drive it off into the night and steal it. At this point, I screamed uncle proverbially over and over again. Things had to shape up. Everyone told me bad things happen in threes. Good fortune is just around the corner. COVID had rearranged the world and our lives and everything. It was wild. I was finally able to go back to work. I woke up early one morning, earlier than normal, and I knew it was cold outside because my windows were all fogged up. I was in such a hurry that I only waited for my front window to unfog and not my side windows, and started off on my way. Got to a three-way stop. The light was green. Had my windows been unfogged, I would have saw that not only was my light green, but the adjacent pedestrian walk was also the walk sign. Didn't see that. Just pretty much gunned it through the crosswalk until I heard a loud thud and a human being rolled up onto my hood and cracked my windshield. I was pretty much in shock as I pulled my car over and got out and helped the young gentleman. I gave him like my sweatshirt. He was bleeding profusely from his face. The cops came, the ambulance came. I didn't face any criminal charges. They understood that my windows were fogged, so I just got cited for basically having fogged windows. And it was just the cherry on top. It was just, everything was awful. It was horrific. It was exhausting. One would think that things would have ended there, but in that year's time, we also put our dog to sleep. My husband's grandmother passed away. It was just, we were worn down. We were just worn down for all of 2020. So COVID changed life as we knew it for everyone, and it hit us in a special way. But 2020 really offered us our own personal brand of mayhem and horror. The upside is that all that misfortune and trauma really kind of reshaped the way that I view the world. People at work commented that I was just a lot more cool and collected, and that I never seemed to really get upset, and I was always calm, and which did not used to be the case. And I credit it to the fact that I had the worst year of my life, and pretty much short of robbing my house or getting hit by my car, there's really no way to get a rise out of me at this point. So I guess the silver lining is that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But at this point, I think we're pretty tired of emotional weightlifting. So yeah, COVID for us was just a drop in the bucket, and I would say we are like emotional gangsters after 2020. Although I definitely say uncle now. No more gangster training from here on out.